Hello everyone, this is Day Trader Matt with businesswithtrading.com doing a market recap for Friday the 4th of May. And today the markets did gap down pretty well and then just fell from there. We had non-farm employment change come out before the market. Came in much worse than expected. We added 115,000 jobs. We were looking for a reading of 173, and the prior reading was 154. Also, our unemployment rate dropped to 8.1% from 8.2, and average hourly earnings dropped as well to 0% from 2/10. Basically, what that tells us, and the reason the markets did sell off, is that we have a lot of discouraged workers in the economy. We already knew that, but they keep getting more discouraged. You know, the discouraged workers stay discouraged, and some of the ones who are not discouraged are becoming discouraged. Basically, what that means, if you're not aware, is that workers stop looking for jobs, which means they're no longer in the workforce, which ultimately will drop the unemployment rate because there are less people looking for jobs that, which would, drop the rate. There are less people looking for jobs and more people in the workforce who have jobs, but there are a lot of people who are leaving the workforce because they're just discouraged. And it's not good for the economy. And we saw that today. It definitely was not very good. Uh, anyway, we had 4 trades on the day, both all 4 successful, and it was an even split between longs and shorts. The maximum profit potential that we were working in was 7.75 points or 31 ticks. Actual entries and exits called out real time in the room, 7.25 points or 29 ticks. If you look at it, $50 a point for the ES. If you look at 7 points, you're looking at $350 for 2.5 hours. And let's talk about our trades. Our first trade was a long around the open. We were able to take off our first little bit of profit, and then the market came down and stopped us out on the remainder. Same thing down here. We watched the markets come down, grabbed a long, took a little bit of profit, stopped out on the remainder. Watched the markets come down, and right in here we took a short. Took some profit and stopped out on the remainder. Then we watched the markets come down some more, got short right in here, took a little profit, and then a little more profit when the market came down some more. And that was basically our day. We watched the markets come down, and then we watched it totally just fall apart. And it happens. We didn't get in this one, but I didn't really expect it to fall like it did. It was very choppy here, and then it just fell. So definitely interesting. And with that, let's check out the news for next week. Okay. And next week, we don't really have a ton of news to start the week. We have Monday, basically nothing. 3 o'clock, we have consumer credit. They're looking for 9.5 billion versus 8.7. Tuesday, we have at 10 o'clock the IBD tip economic optimism number, looking for 50.3. Prior was 49.3. And oddly enough, at 7:15, an FOMC member is speaking. That should be important because it's a 7:15, which is an odd time. Let's click on this to get a little more. He's delivering a speech titled Technology, Unemployment, and Workforce Development at the Community Leaders Meeting in Greensboro, which is North Carolina. I know it could be interesting. I'll probably check out the highlights. Wednesday, 9:45, we have the same guy speaking, FOMC member Lacker. At 10 o'clock, we have wholesale inventories coming out at looking for 0.6%. Prior was 0.9. Crude oil inventories at 10:30, 2.8 was the prior reading. Another FOMC member speaking at 10:45, and 1 p.m. a 10-year bond auction. So Wednesday will be an interesting day. A lot of news out of China coming out from Thursday on. And Thursday we have definitely some market moving news. 8:30 in the morning we have trade balance looking for negative 49.6 billion. Prior reading was negative 46.0. Unemployment claims looking for 372. Prior was 365. And import prices looking for negative 0.1%. Prior reading was positive 1.3. 9:30 Fed Chairman Bernanke is going to speak. That's probably going to be pretty important. 10:30 natural gas storage looking for 28 billion. At 1 o'clock a 30-year bond auction. And 2 o'clock the federal budget balance looking for 30.5. Prior reading was negative 198.2 billion. And a tentative Treasury currency report coming out that day as well. And on to Friday, we're looking at 8:30 PPI, and that reading we're looking for flat. Flat was prior as well. Core PPI we're looking for 0.2%. Prior reading for that is 0.3. And 9:55 preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment looking for 76.5. Prior reading was 76.4. And inflation expectations, which were in our prior reading 3.2. With that said, if you like this video, please click the Twitter, Facebook, and like buttons. If you have any questions, you can email me support@abusinesswithtrading.com, or go to the website and have a contact form. You can send me an email there as well. I hope everyone has an awesome weekend. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see everyone in the new week. Thanks.